Hey everyone! Welcome to the Humanoid Robotics weekly channel, where we track the latest breakthroughs, hype, and occasional chaos in the world of robotics. And this week, the humanoid robot scene exploded with news, literally flipping, blinking, and even getting hacked. We've got a robot gymnast that sticks a Webster flip, a hyper-realistic robot head that's both amazing and creepy, a security scare that sounds straight out of Black Mirror, Tesla's Optimus robot knows Kung Fu, and a famous roboticist calling the whole humanoid boom a bubble ready to burst. Let's dive in, because this week in humanoid robotics had a lot to cover. So, the week started off with a jaw-dropper. AGIBOT, a Chinese robotics firm, released a video of their humanoid Lingxi X2 doing a Webster flip. That's a standing side flip, the kind gymnasts perform. And this robot sticks the landing. Now, to non-engineers, that might just look cool, but it's actually a huge leap for dynamic balance, torque control, and whole body coordination in humanoids. Until recently, only a few robots, like Boston Dynamics Atlas, could pull off something close to this. AGIBOT just proved China's catching up fast. This kind of movement requires real-time sensor fusion. The robot's gyros, accelerometers, and limb torque sensors all working together to maintain stability mid-air. It's the mechanical equivalent of your brain doing physics in milliseconds. So yeah, if humanoid robots ever become workers or athletes, this kind of motion control will be their foundation. Next up, the uncanny valley just got deeper. A company called AheadForm dropped a short video of their latest project, the Origin M1 robotic head. And let me tell you, it's wild. This thing blinks, nods, and even micro-twitches like a human being. Its silicone skin and embedded servos create incredibly lifelike facial movements. On social media, people couldn't decide if it's a technological marvel or the stuff of nightmares. Some comments called it the future of human-robot interaction. Others just said, quote, "Nope. Hard pass." AheadForm says their goal is to build expressive android faces for research, education, and entertainment. Think reception robots, companions, or training assistants. But here's the real takeaway. We're moving past stiff robot faces toward ones that can actually communicate emotion. And that's key for robots meant to interact with people every day, like caregivers or service workers. Still, yeah, watching that face twitch might keep you up at night. Okay, this next one's straight up cyberpunk. Researchers just found a Bluetooth vulnerability in Unitree's humanoid robots that includes the popular H1 model, one of the most advanced consumer-grade humanoids out there. The exploit allows a hacker to hijack the robot over Bluetooth and even spread malicious code to other nearby robots automatically. In other words, a self-replicating robot botnet, something that sounds like science fiction, but now it's very real. Unitree says they're patching the issue, but the bigger lesson here is that humanoid robots are basically walking computers with muscles. And just like computers, they can be hacked. Imagine a future where a warehouse full of humanoid workers gets taken over remotely. That's not just a tech problem. That's a safety nightmare. Next up, it has been a while since Elon Musk or anyone at the Tesla Optimus team has posted anything. While we all wait for news about the Gen 3 Optimus, we've just got a teaser about its new capabilities. Just like Neo in The Matrix, Optimus knows Kung Fu. In a short clip shared on the X platform, Optimus is seen doing some slick kata and sparring with a human opponent. Optimus even taunts his opponent a few times. Looks cool, Elon. But can it fold my laundry too? Now, cutting through the hype this week was Rodney Brooks, one of the pioneers of modern robotics. He's the guy behind the Roomba, the Baxter robot, and decades of robotics research. And he's sounding the alarm. In an interview, Brooks warned, "Don't get within 3 meters of a humanoid robot while it's moving. Not because it's evil, but because it's heavy, unpredictable, and its sensors just aren't fast enough to handle sudden human movements safely." He also wrote, that the humanoid robot industry might be in a bubble. Too many flashy demos, not enough practical applications, or reliability yet. It's a classic pattern in tech. Hype races ahead of reality. We saw it with self-driving cars, now maybe with humanoids too. On the business and research side, there were a couple of big updates too. Figure AI, one of the leading humanoid startups in the US, announced a partnership with Brookfield Corp to create a humanoid pre-training dataset. Basically, they want to feed humanoids massive amounts of data about real-world actions, how humans walk, lift, balance, and manipulate objects, so robots can learn faster through simulation before ever touching the real world. At the same time, the International Federation of Robotics released a white paper called Humanoid Robots: Vision and Reality. It lays out where humanoids actually make sense, like logistics, inspection, and elder care, and where they're still mostly dreams, like household helpers or factory replacements. So the smart money in robotics right now, it's on hybrid systems. Robots that share traits with humanoids, but are designed for specific narrow tasks. Stepping back, what's happening in humanoid robotics right now feels like a mix of the early smartphone boom and early aviation. There's excitement, danger, and a bit of delusion all at once. Every company wants to be the iPhone of humanoids, but building something that's as mobile, aware, and safe as a human being, that's still the hardest engineering problem on Earth. The progress this week, from flips to facial expressions, shows just how fast the field's moving. But the ethical, safety, and security challenges are moving just as fast. So yeah, this week gave us a glimpse of both the future and the fragility of humanoid robotics. We saw grace, danger, and genius, all packed into one wild 7-day stretch. If you're excited about where this is going, or terrified, you're not alone. Either way, we're watching the rise of machines that walk like us, look like us, and soon might think like us. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment below. Which story blew your mind the most this week? The flip, the face, or the botnet scare? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss next week's deep dive into the future of robotics. Stay curious, stay human. See you next time.